To better define the problem of unsatisfactory customer service, we will use problem restatement as an analysis tool. Before we begin, it is important to have a well-defined problem. Some common pitfalls in problem definition include no focus. Problems that have no focus are often too broad or vague. We determined our problem to be the fact that we are getting complaints about customer service. So our problem statement is, why are we getting complaints about customer service? However, if we stated this problem as what do we do about customer service, it would have no focus. Since we don't know what is wrong with customer service, the problem becomes too vague. Misdirected focus. If we were to say how we can make employees work harder, we would be misdirecting the focus of our problem. Employees may be working as hard as they can, and this may not be the problem. In this case, the definition is too narrow, and we are overlooking the primary issue. Assumption-based. It is a good idea to stay away from assumption-based problem statements. For example, if we said, how can we make customers aware of telephone line problems, we are assuming that customers actually have telephone line problems. Since this may not be the case, it is an inaccurate statement and would yield little use for purposes of problem analysis. Solution-based. Likewise, we should avoid solution-based problem statements as well. If we asked, how can we decrease hold time to provide better customer service, we are assuming that decreasing the hold time is a solution to our lack of quality customer service. Because this may not be true, the statement sends us off track. The following problem restatement techniques are adapted from Morgan D. Jones, The Thinker's Toolkit. Paraphrase. In this technique, we state the problem differently without changing the meaning. Our original problem statement was, why are we getting complaints about customer service? We paraphrased this as, why aren't we meeting customer expectations? These two statements, although different, are still asking the same basic question. Stating the problem differently helps us to examine the problem from different viewpoints. 180-degree turnaround. Using this technique, we will flip the problem around and state the opposite. Our original problem statement asks, why are we getting complaints about customer service? So the reverse would be to ask, why aren't we getting complaints about customer service? Again, this technique allows us to look at the problem from a different vantage point. Instead of concentrating on how to improve our customer service, we are determining factors that may cause failures. Broaden focus. In this method, we will state the problem in a larger context. For example, we are getting complaints about the quality of our customer service, but maybe customers are unsatisfied with our company as a whole. Concentrating on the big picture may help shed some light on issues that need to be changed within the company. Redirect focus. Changing the focus of the problem will help us to define other factors that may be involved. For example, if we examine why customers need service in the first place, we might be able to thwart problems at their source. Ask why. The ask why technique is similar to what many of us did as children. First, we ask why the problem is occurring, and then restate the answer as a question. In our case, we surmise that we are getting complaints about customer service because call hold times are too long. Now we create a question from that answer, and so on. Why are hold times too long? Because we can't handle the call volume. Why can't we handle the call volume? Because we don't have enough customer service representatives. This process is repeated until the essence of the problem emerges. Why don't we have enough customer service representatives? Perhaps this is what we are really after. Although we have not found a solution to the problem, we have fleshed out the problem to help determine a course of action. In this exercise, we may decide to hire more representatives, or perhaps we will continue analyzing the problem until we feel more comfortable making a decision. It is important to realize that these tools are not providing a solution. Rather, they are used to help analyze the problem.